We are muted. And
I wanted to make sure it wasn't me this week.
well, I had to join you in the technical difficulties because they don't know last week you are the reason that our whole show was just jacked up from the start.
See, you're not even supposed to tell all that because for the new viewers that's watching right now, they're not even supposed to know all that. You're supposed to know better than that, Sid.
All right. Well, okay. Well, let's start over. And we're live. It's episode 5 of the Everybody Mad Live podcast. Today is October 15th. We're 19 days away from Election Day season ending. Yeah, it's almost. And this is the virtually amazing homecoming edition 2020 of the Everybody Mad Live podcast. My name is Sid Lover. How you doing?
Hey, what's happening, everybody? I'm Kenya Kabine, and it is officially homecoming for Savannah State University. Virtual homecoming this year, of course, because we are in a pandemic. We have to be able to switch things up and do homecoming virtually this year. We're doing a bunch of events that's reminiscent to the whole essence of Savannah State University and homecoming while raising awareness and giving back to the Savannah State University Foundation. That's what it's all about, is raising funds for the oldest historically Black college university in the state of Georgia.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. 1890 was when Savannah State was established.
See, I didn't have the pleasure of going to an HBCU. I went to a kind of black school, USC in Columbia. We was kind of black. It was about 5,000 of us there. So we was pretty black, not really an HBCU technically, but we was on the yard, definitely.
Yeah. But I mean, so do you think that you missed out on the experience? Because I mean, like, I'm sure that you all gravitated towards one another because it was an HBCU.
And it's kind of like we created our own HBCU within, because it's nothing like having people who look familiar to you, making you feel comfortable in an environment that you ain't really used to. So I definitely don't feel like I missed much, but I do miss that, like, marching band and the Greek life at HBCUs and all that stuff. I would have loved to have been able to experience that. So definitely kudos to y'all for this homecoming weekend that we're celebrating.
Yeah, there's nothing better, I gotta say, Sid, than attending an HBCU. It's just a sense of camaraderie and a sense of family. That's like the main thing. Like, everybody is like your cousin there, at Savannah State. So that's pretty much, been my experience at Savannah State. But we have an amazing show lined up for you all today. We have amazing guests that are alumni of Savannah State University. Yeah. We also have Anthony David, Grammy-nominated and NAACP singer. He's going to be joining us tonight to talk about what he has going on with Savannah State this weekend. And right now, we're about to introduce to you a jazz musician who we just got through checking out his music prior to the show. Yeah. And he's doing big things in the industry. And on top of that, he has a child right now attending Savannah State University. Let's give it up for the homie, Emmanuel Tedford. What's up, brother?
Emil, you done added some extra syllables to it.
My bad, my apologies. And look, you came casket sharp tonight too. Okay,
it's the image, man. Image is everything.
Okay, it sure is. You casket sharp. I just want to,
yes, sir.
I want to bury you. I just want to bury you, boy. You fly.
Wow. Well, let me make a
because he got a new project. He got a new project. Let him sell some CDs first.
Right, exactly. Let me do a road tour once the pandemic is over.
Right. So the reason we brought you onto the show, because you've been connected to the show probably longer than you know, and longer than a lot of people know. But since we've been doing the show, your music has introduced our show into the era. So we use your music to kind of get people in the mood for Everybody Mad. So you have a new CD. We used 2 of your songs on the track that we heard. I think one of them was Happy and one of them was Unstoppable. You got an album coming out sometime soon before the end of the year, right?
Absolutely. I'm excited about it, man. And it was a great journey doing this project. It started with me and my brother. I have a brother that's a year older than me. And we actually started this project probably about 10 years ago. And about maybe 7 years ago, between 6 and 7 years ago, he passed away. He was a saxophonist. And just incredible guy, and when he passed away, it's like I just said, you know what? Well, I'm not feeling it. And I just kind of just put it on the shelf. But within the last year and a half, almost 2 years, I decided, you know what? Let me just go ahead and finish this project, put it out. It's some great music. I'm dedicating this whole CD in his honor. His name was Ralph Tedford. And so it's a really, really nice CD, and I'm excited about it, you know. And of course, you know, Ced's been kind of working with me as it relates to my media and social and all of that stuff, you know. But it's a great, great project. And the title song that I have on the project is called Incredible Girl. And it's pretty much talking about incredible women that does incredible things. This pandemic was really, really hard on society. Everything's shutting down, and I started thinking about all those incredible women that had to go home and take care of their families and all of the hard paths that they had to go through, because it was quite pressing on families. And so this song is one of those upbeat, uplifting songs that's really, really expressing how wonderful women are today. You know, we got a lot of songs that's out there that's calling them all kind of names, but I wanted to introduce a new name, which is called Incredible. Yep. So, you know. Yep.
That's awesome. And we're actually watching a little bit of the video right now. You had some excellent production value on your video that was produced. So people can be able to hear that video. They can go to YouTube and stream the video. And this is what I want to remind people too, because we talk about it from our podcast. Sometimes the easiest thing you can do is just hop on YouTube and listen to it. That one stream helps out. Listen to it on Spotify. That one Spotify stream helps out. We need to do more to help out our community. And since your connection to SSU is through your daughter, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Actually, and I heard you in the intro. She graduated in 2014, and she graduated magna cum laude, and she has a biology degree. And I am so proud of her. Actually, both of my daughters, but she graduated from Savannah State University. I remember her being down there and going through the different little challenges, but she graduated with a biology degree. She actually pledged Sigma Gamma Rho. And I think she told me she was for about 2 semesters, she was the president right before she graduated. So she enjoyed it, had a great time. I think she did work with the STEM program. They all went to India. And but it was cool. She had a great time there, man. She loved Savannah State University. I didn't think she was going to come home at first. She ended up coming home.
That's how they get you in Savannah.
Absolutely. Antoinette Chetford, yes. So she really enjoyed it, have a great time.
Awesome, Mr. Chetford.
Awesome. You know what? Definitely, we want to shout out.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Seth.
I want to just go ahead and shout out Antoinette Tepford, and we didn't want to keep you all day, Tepford, but we wanted to appreciate you because your music helps out our show, so we definitely appreciate what you're doing.
Absolutely,
and your
man. Please,
you got the talent, man.
Yes, you do. You're real nice.
Yes, go to Apple Music, Amazon Music, Spotify, iTunes, wherever, and you can get it. It's called Incredible Girl. That's the single that's out right now. Incredible Girl. Because there's a lot of incredible girls out there that's doing incredible things.
Dope.
Love that. Some positivity to start the floor.
Absolutely.
All right, Mr. Tepford, thank you so much for your time, and we'll be talking to you soon, okay? All right, that was real nice right there, Seth. Well, we got a lot of stuff that lined up besides Mr. Tepford, who is an amazing artist. We have some great guests lined up, some more great guests lined up. So we want to make sure that everyone checks us out. Thanks for rocking with us. You can leave your comments. Let us know what's up. And also, Sid, did I send you that donation link?
Actually, what we've done with the donation link, if you go to solo.2/everybody-mad, is actually the first link. Click on that first link, and that takes you directly to the foundation for SSU. So we're trying to participate in that and obviously give back to the foundation. So that's an easy way they can do that too. And I know since it's homecoming, man, a lot of people want to get up and get in on the show, and they want to say hello to their homie. So if you go to that link also, you can get yourself on video. So you can be a guest and join in on the show as well if you want to give your own SSU shout out to your homies that we're starting out. But we got a green room full of folks already ready to go. So you want to get off with the show?
Yes, sir, man. We're going to go ahead and jump everything off and talk about some hot topics before we bring on today's guest. Well, early voting went down this past Monday in Georgia. It all jumped off, and despite officials knowing that people would come out in record numbers, stuff just wasn't together, y'all. Glitches in the polling computer slowed things down, but that didn't discourage a lot of the voters out there. People waited in line as long as 7 hours in certain places, reportedly 10 hours in other places in Georgia too was like the longest time that people waited, because the reality is that people are just ready for change and they're voting like their lives depend on it. Now, nationally, more than 10.6 million voters across the U.S. have cast their ballots in the November election as of Tuesday morning. Now, speaking of voting, I definitely want to talk about this right here. Ice Cube is coming under fire right now for advising Trump. This is a crazy story right here. Now, in past shows, we've talked about this. We've told you how vocal Ice Cube was about Biden and Trump needing to create a plan for Black America. Well, unfortunately, Ice Cube didn't realize that Biden already had outlined a plan in advance to the Black community on his website. Now, keep in mind, Trump never had any design for us, but when he heard about Ice Cube's perspective, he unveiled what he called the Platinum Plan, promising economic wealth for Black folks. So, yeah, it was Ice Cube's idea, but can we really trust Trump, a man who refused to condemn white supremacists? He's also known for lying all the time. People accuse Ice Cube of crossing over to the dark side, and he actually tweeted yesterday, "Every side is the dark side for us here in America. They're all the same until something changes for us. They all lie, they all cheat." He's talking about the politicians out there. He said, but what we can't afford not to negotiate with, he said, what we can't afford not to negotiate with whoever is in power, or our condition in this country will never change. But see, he's talking about that, but then you're actually like making deals with the devil. And that's just, it's unbelievable to me that Mr. Ice Cube, Mr. Pro-Black, is actually going to jump on the whole Trump bandwagon like that. Sid, what's your thoughts?
Well, he tried to clarify it a little bit, and I get the both sides and things like that. But my thing is like, you can't say both sides. Now I'll be the first to admit, we all know I don't have a love affair with Biden. I'm riding with him because I know what it is. So, but it's like you're trying to play this both sides, but both sides ain't lying to us about a pandemic. Both sides ain't in court trying to take away our health care. Both sides ain't trying to take away diversity training in federal jobs. So it's like, I get that Democrats got their challenges, and they do, and they need to work harder. They do. But this is not an equate like I'm going to go to whatever side. And then two, are you fool enough to negotiate with somebody like him?
Right.
Are you fool enough to negotiate with somebody who has, you already know, he has already shifted people out of wedding contracts. People who've done his wedding have not still gotten paid, and he's on his third marriage. People who work for him not have gotten paid. People who he's told towns, I will reimburse you for the extra security that you have. He doesn't pay. So somebody who's known to break contracts, why are you entering into negotiations with somebody who's like that?
It's unbelievable to me. And Ice Cube, now this is just my opinion, he's lost a lot of cool points with me on this right here. I don't understand. I mean, Biden already had a plan, so why would you take the plan to Trump and then just say, okay, everybody vote for Trump? Because that's pretty much what he's doing. And he's using his platform as an extremely powerful Black man in Hollywood to promote Trump. I don't get it. I'm really confused about this whole situation. So it has everybody looking at Ice Cube like he's crazy, but I want to bring on our next guest and ask her about it. She is a Savannah State University graduate. She's a wife. She's a mother, political activist, entrepreneur, First Lady of Grace Christian Church of Columbia, South Carolina, and she's an author. She has a brand new book that's out right now called Now Get Up and Go Be Great. It's available right now on Amazon. Everybody, this is my girl, Jennifer Bishop. What's up, love?
What's good, Kenya? What's good, Sid?
How you doing?
I'm great. I'm happy, healthy, praise God, and just, doing what we do.
I hear you. Well, you look great down there in Carolina. What do you think about, let's first talk about Ice Cube. What's your take on this, being that you are in the community, you're an activist? What's your thoughts on Ice Cube?
As you guys were saying before you brought me in, I think it's crazy that you would believe that you can negotiate with somebody with the propensity of what Trump has. I mean, he has the character flaws that we have all seen, that we are experiencing as he's the leader of our country. And, I don't know where Cube's thought process was with that. I can understand him trying to figure out which way may be best for him to try to, go and talk to both parties. I completely agree with going across the aisle. However, I just don't think that was thought through. There is no way possible from what we've seen that you can negotiate or you can have a conversation that you would think would better our community with 45.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Now, as I just mentioned, you are a graduate of Savannah State University. Share with everybody just how Savannah State University has impacted your life.
So to be real clear and real transparent, if it wasn't for Savannah State College, Jennifer McCord Bishop wouldn't be in existence because my parents met and married as alum of Savannah State College, their class of 74. And so Jennifer would not be here if they had not met there.
Wow.
And then I met my husband and we, have gone on and done great things. And, Savannah State, I knew in 1990, I went with my mother to homecoming, 1990. And I knew then, I was in the 9th grade, that this is where I had to go to school. And so Savannah State is everything. I got my bachelor's at Savannah State. I got my master's public administration at Savannah State. And I've always told everybody, if you graduated from Savannah State, you always got 2 degrees. You got whatever you majored in, and then you got a grinding and hustling degree because it made you do that.
Yeah.
So it prepared you for out here. So, Savannah State is everything. I will rep it until, because if it was not for them, I wouldn't be here.
No doubt. No doubt. Now let's talk about, speaking of hustle, you have a brand new book that's out right now on Amazon. The name of the book is called Now Get Up and Go Be Great. Jennifer, when I saw this, I was like, I definitely got to get her on the podcast to talk about this right here, because this sounds like a book that everyone needs. Talk about this book right here and what inspired you to write it.
So for years, for about a year or so, I just, as God would speak to me, I would just write quotes and I'd post them on social media. And so, the course of the pandemic, it made you think about everything that you were doing, weren't doing. I mean, we all had a time to pause. And so I got the gumption and the motivation and aligned myself with some very good people to help me compile this into Now Get Up and Go Be Great. And how the title came about was because I was having a pity party one day and I was laying on my sofa and just like, oh, Lord, what else? And after he heard my pity party, I heard him clearly, I heard him audibly, I heard him say, now get up and go be great. So in spite of and despite everything that you're going through, I want you to put that to the side because that's mine, not yours. And I want you to get up and go be great. That's what I made you to do. That's how I built you. And that's what I need for you to go do. And so that's where the title came from. It's like, now, in spite of everything, get up and go be great, because I gave you the opportunity to continue living. I gave you the opportunity to continue breathing and to be. And that's what that's about.
I love it. That is, I'm just like blown away. That's just awesome, Jennifer. That is awesome. Sid, I know you probably have some questions.
Oh, always, Jennifer. I'm a former resident of South Carolina as a former Gamecock, so I know all about where you are. All that. Right. Y'all got a consequential race going on, and I know you have some involvement with the Democratic Party, the women Democrats down there in South Carolina, or whatever. There's a consequential race. I just saw a poll. I just got something on my text message that said Lindsey Graham has retaken the lead against Jamie Harrison. How's that going down there?
I heard about that poll coming out today. And listen, we're going to be on the grind. We're going to hustle. We're going to make sure that we do what we need to do to get him out of that seat, as he said during the hearings on yesterday. I believe it was that, making reference to the good old days of segregation. We cannot allow someone to remain in the seat who has that temperament, who has that type of thought process, of thinking it was a good old days. It may have been good old days for him. I don't know about everybody else. Right. But, Jamie Harrison is definitely the man that we need in this season, at this time. He has been doing great things. He is doing great things. And I know that when he gets to DC, he will continue to uplift and uphold South Carolina. This is a consequential, there is no other time that I can think of that we have to get out and we have to make sure that we vote, whether it be from what was happening in South Carolina that can help change the dynamics of what's going on in the legislature in DC, to obviously the White House. no one can stay home. We all have to get up and go be great right now, because our future depends on it, and our past has made it so that we're accountable to them to do what we need to do, because where we are is not where we can stay, bro. No way, no possible.
I'm with you 100% on that, Jennifer. We got Jennifer Bishop live with us right now on the Everybody Mad Live podcast. Leave your comments. Let us know your thoughts on the show. We got more great guests coming up. We got, of course, Grammy-nominated singer Anthony David, who's actually from Savannah. He's going to be on the show, and he's going to join us. But we got some more topics. Jennifer, can you hang out with us? You got time?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, well, I don't know, Jennifer, if you're a big basketball fan or not, but the Lakers won their big 17th NBA title against the Miami Heat in Game 6. Everybody was talking about it, of the NBA Finals on Sunday. And to commemorate the big win, Snoop Dogg actually got a brand new tattoo on his arm of Larry O'Brien's championship trophy with the Lakers logo. And he also got Kobe Bryant's initials tatted on his wrist. Shouts out to the Lakers fan. I'm not really a basketball head, so for me, it really didn't matter who won the game. But I just really like to see LeBron doing great things and the Lakers doing great things too. Anybody want to comment on that right there? Said, I know you're a basketball head, Jennifer. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I do, but it was so weird, man. I guess I will say I didn't watch a single minute of the NBA Finals, and I don't think I can ever say that another year in my life. But I didn't watch any of it. But I am glad that he won. It almost seems very apropos because obviously Kobe died earlier this year. So it was almost one of those things. It's like you just expected us to be celebrating the Lakers at the end of the year at some point, just because of what the franchise is going through and that sort of thing. So yeah, I think it's good for them. I'm not a big fan, but I am a fan of the person that is LeBron James, because I think if we're looking at who we need as far as if we're gonna put this Ice Cube thing back into the conversation a little bit. LeBron James is the type of person that we need. People who understand what their role is, and then you operate in it. Like I think in ministry, like I worked in church for the last 10 years, but we tell people to operate in your gift. I put you on there for Ice Cube. Ice Cube, you are not a political or a policy writer or anything. So like, and I think part of what I've been reading, he's trying to walk back a little bit of his comments and things like that or whatever. Mm-hmm. But the thing is that like we all need to do our role and what's best suited for us. We don't need to be stepping in other people's lanes and trying to do things, because that's what you'll see. He did it wrong and he's getting some backlash. He has a great heart and I see what he's trying to do, Ice Cube. But yeah, like I think he went about this all wrong on that sort of thing. I think he should take the LeBron James approach. If you got money, invest in people who have the ideas, invest in resources to bring up people who may not have the resources, but they got the ideas or they got the experience or they got the drive or the passion and things like that. So I think that's where he could have learned a little bit from his brother in LA.
Yeah, definitely. Jennifer, your thoughts?
Well, I'm not a huge basketball head, but I do respect and I for everything, like I said, was saying everything we've gone through with 2020 and with the tragic loss of Kobe, and then LeBron really stepping up to the mantle and bringing that championship home to LA. I think that was amazing. I think it's well deserved, and it's just a part of a good process of trying to heal. Again, back to Ice Cube. You have to stay in your lane. That's why there's lines in the highway. That's why you stay on your side of the street. And just because you have the revenue, just because you have a microphone, use it for what you know how to use it for, so that you won't diminish your capacity as what we see you as. And that's important. You need to sometimes you got to be quiet and let other people do what they need to do.
I agree with you 100% on that, Jennifer. Well, what we're going to do right now is bring on our next guest, who is known nationally and globally as Mr. I'm Possible. He's a dynamic motivational speaker, consultant, and best-selling author that's appeared on shows like Showtime at the Apollo, Family Feud, and Celebrity Name Game. He's also a proud husband, father, and Savannah State University.
Hold that intro.
I'm sorry, sir?
Hold that intro.
Okay.
It's dropped off.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I don't see him in the queue no more.
Oh, hey, live podcast.
Here's Anthony David. So.
So I'll intro Anthony David.
Do that Live TV, live podcast. Go ahead.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and intro Anthony David. Let's see. And as you all know, I said it already. He's a Grammy and NAACP nominated singer. He's from Savannah, and he is performing at Savannah State University's first ever virtual homecoming. This is my homie right here. He's such a great dude. Anthony David, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's happening, y'all?
What's up, man? What you back there laid back? What's happening, brother?
What's good? Y'all looking good. Sorry, it's a little dark in here. I couldn't find the thing to brighten up that light, but you know,
It's all good.
What's
Hey,
happening? Y'all look
man.
great. Oh,
Hey,
like the hair there. Who's the lady?
That's Jennifer Bishop.
Jennifer Bishop. What's good?
What it is? What it is? Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, darling.
Hey,
What's
Anthony.
Uh-huh.
Anthony, you are from Savannah, like I just mentioned. Do you have any memories of like hanging out at like Savannah State homecomings, or did you have family members that attended Savannah State when you were growing up?
Yeah, my sister attended Savannah State. She's downstairs now. There's a couple over here. I'm actually in Savannah right now. Yeah, and I did my thing over here with them actually. And
Okay.
my nephew actually goes to state right now, Mitchell. He lives on the campus. But yeah, my sister lived across the street from the yard. So like that was my first college party. I wasn't in college, but I came, used to stay at her crib, watch some hee haw, and then come through. And then, y'all remember hee haw? And then actually I came when I first started. Here's the funny part. When I started liking Savannah, because I grew up here, but I didn't love it when I was a kid. I tried to get out of here. But I realized how awesome it was when I started coming back. And one of the first times I came back was in the Army, and we went to the mall, and people told us about the Orange Crush, which I was so lame and green when I was younger. I didn't know anything about that. And I went to the Orange Crush and was like, yo, this is lit. And that was it. And all my friends, every time I took somebody to Savannah, they thought it was the most amazing place. And I started loving it too.
Isn't that funny too? Because a lot of people always say that all the time that are from Savannah, that they don't really understand its beauty and what an amazing city it is.
It's true.
So it's funny that you say that. So, brother, I'm super excited because you're going to be performing for Savannah State's first ever virtual homecoming concert. Have you been doing a lot of virtual concerts during the pandemic?
Actually quite a bit when I think about it. I was about to try to count this off the fingers. So yeah, we've done some. I got to do another one tonight, actually.
How is that for you? Because I mean, we're super excited, right, that you're going to be doing the concert,
Right.
But is it kind of awkward because you can't really feed off the energy of the crowd? Like, how does that work for you?
Yeah, I don't really love it. This one, I've actually shot my footage for y'all already, and I did it with folks in the room, with a few folks, a few friends that was around, and yeah, it's a bit better like that. It's better. You want some feedback and stuff. So yeah, it's definitely not my favorite.
Yeah.
But I had a good one because I had some folks over here, so it was fun.
Nice.
So next month you'll start some going out into shows in like maybe Texas and places like that have opened up.
I've done a few South Carolina. I mean, do the social distance thing, and I'm thinking if I did one in Atlanta, I did. So I've done a few. Yeah.
Nice.
I know that you've traveled a lot. I want to know, like, what's your favorite city? I know this is a random ass question, but I just want to know, like, because you travel a lot. I mean, you go everywhere, bro. So, what's one of your favorite cities?
One of my favorites, and I haven't been there in years. I'll never forget it though. It's Salvador Bahia, in Brazil, and it's like a super black city where it's the blackest. Brazil's the most black people outside of Africa. And Salvador it's a colonial city. It looks like Savannah in a lot of ways, except for more Portuguese, and it's just beautiful. It's it's something. It'll remind you a lot of Savannah because they have their river and all that kind of stuff. But it's a lot. It's the same but different in many ways.
No doubt.
That's
And I know that you've collaborated with so many different people from Algebra to NDRE. Do you have a collaboration that you know, just of one artist that you just say, oh man, I got before it's all said and done, I got to collaborate with this artist?
No. I mean, there's a lot of people
That's
I
real.
do. There's a lot of people I do like, but most of the time, my collaborations kind of spring off of hanging out with somebody. You know, like the thing with India, we've just always been friends. We were friends before we did any music. She went to SCAD here and everything. So it just kind of, happens through hanging out most of the time. Yeah. What up, Ellen Wood?
Everybody shouting out Anthony David. You could comment, leave Anthony David a comment right now because he's checking us out. Brother, we really appreciate your time. I got so many questions, but I know that you're a super busy man, but I just really
he had to step away from his family, like his family's in the background.
They're downstairs. Since I was here for a couple of days, my buddy Will, shout him out, Will Edmond. Y'all follow him on IG. He's like the bomb vegan chef, and he's hooking it up right now. So but he's amazing. Yeah,
Anthony, we need to talk about that because I'm trying to do this whole vegan diet thing. I've been hitting up some vegan spots here in the A.
Follow him.
You said what?
Follow him. He got a cookbook, and the recipes that he puts on his thing, really amazing. And his food is good. I had actually the guy that came and cut my hair today had this vegan. He made like an egg and cheese croissant. That thing tastes like egg and cheese croissant. It ain't
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, go to his page. You'll see people like, I'm not a vegan, and I eat it. I eat his food. Like he made some biscuits. He made vegan biscuits.
Vegan biscuits?
Yeah, this guy in the game.
Hey, it's possible, bro.
That sounds unfortunate.
Yes, it is very unfortunate.
Sam is always being a smartass, but I mean, really, but vegan food, especially down here in Atlanta, is so good. Slutty Vegan, Life Bistro.
Shout her out for sure, Pinky.
Yeah, all these places I've been hitting up, yo, they are the truth, man. But Anthony, again, we really appreciate you people. You can check out Anthony David performing live, Savannah State University's first ever virtual homecoming concert this Saturday at 8 o'clock. Make sure you check him out, show him some love. Anthony, what's your social media handle, brother?
You got it wrong on the little thing. Oh, that is my Facebook thing, ain't it?
Okay. Oh, hold on. Let me change it.
That's good. I think that is right for the.
There we go.
Boom. That's my IG.
All of it right there.
Boy, y'all swift over here.
We try.
We doing it, man. I told you, brother.
Show me how you do this later. But that's it right there. Anthony David ATL is Instagram. Anthony David Music on Facebook. Anthony David Sound is the website. Word. That's what's up. I appreciate you, man. It was good to see you the other day too.
Man, it was good seeing you. It's definitely good seeing you, Anthony. Definitely, brother. Always, man. Always a pleasure, man. All right, everybody. Again, that was Anthony David Said. You good over there, man? All this Savannah.
And we got a power-packed show. And we got some more guests waiting.
Black Star Power is going down right now, man. Leave your comments. Let us know.
I realize how much kind of talent y'all had up in SSU.
Man, Savannah State and Savannah, Georgia is full of talent, brother. I mean, just amazing people, but it's from that Savannah State University Foundation. And I think Savannah's just something about Savannah. It's just a feeling of love, great positive energy. And it grabs hold of you and it just holds you, So when they say, it holds on to you. So that's why sometimes you don't want to leave Savannah, you know what I mean? Because it's just,
you said it holds on to you. You don't want to let it go.
Bro, you are really feeling yourself right there. You are feeling yourself right there. All right. So do we have our other guests lined up, man?
Yeah, they waiting. They are waiting right here.
All right. So we're going to go ahead. Am I going to go to Sid? Because you're the producer. So now I'm kind of thrown off now. So
no, I wanted to because it's SSU, I wanted you to just lead the show and I just kind of just fall in the background.
Okay, well, there it is. That's what it is. Well, our next guest this is my homie right here. I am so proud of this brother right here. He's a leading actor in Hollywood, starring in television sitcoms like Whitney, Truth Be Told, Fam with Cheryl Lee Ralph, Disjointed on Netflix with Kathy Bates. Kathy Bates, do you hear me? You've also seen him in movies like Little with Issa Rae and Regina Hall. He's a stand-up comedian with a hilarious Showtime special under his belt, and he's a Savannah State University graduate from the ATL. Everybody, this is Tone Bell. What up, brother?
What's happening? What's happening? Can you hear me?
Good, man.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
We hear
I
you.
feel like that zoomed in. Let me back out a little bit.
Tone
There we go.
Bell.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, there we go.
There we go. All right. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm good. I'm good. How y'all feeling?
Man,
Good,
we're
man.
awesome,
Good,
man. We're awesome, man. So excited that you're with us, man. You're a Savannah State University graduate from Atlanta. You know, we both got that in common too. And you know what I'm so proud of is for you is that, you know, I've watched your career, you know, like just you grind it out, and people think that this whole acting business is easy. Bruh, like, please, like, enlighten people on the whole world of acting, because I know you actually just, like, you're filming something right now. We could talk about that too, but kind of shed light on that for everybody.
I mean, it's just one of those, man. It's one of those go hard all the time. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I was even when I was in Savannah, you know, I was on stage and I was Players by the Sea and Dr. Stevenson and just Professor Belay came in at the end. Between my roommates and everybody else that was in Players by the Sea, just, you know, it's one of those, they really inspire you to keep going. And we, you know, it's a lot of us have the dreams and you sacrifice. You got to sacrifice. It's sometimes people don't hear from me as much as they want to. I don't get a chance to talk to people as much as I want to, but it's just, I know that everybody's like, even if I don't get a chance to say hello, everybody's like, yo, man, just keep grinding, keep doing your thing, man. Cause I think I moved to Dallas in 2007. So I started doing stand up there, but Atlanta wasn't what it is now back then. You know, Tyler Perry Studios wasn't up yet, and Will Packer wasn't shooting 4 movies a year in Atlanta yet. You know what I mean? So it wasn't that yet. And so, but yeah, man, 5 years of doing stand up and like traveling and everything. Move out to LA in 2011, and I mean, it's been, my foot has been. This, you know what? This right now, the last 7 months, the first break I've taken.
Really?
Wow.
Since I moved out here. I mean, like, it's crazy to say, but I'm gonna say look at God, but also, you know, luck and talent. But I booked my first thing 3 weeks being here. So from then it was like, all right, it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible. It's grind mode now. Like I don't have time for that. I mean, I start off, that story you hear is, you know, I'm in that apartment, 2-bedroom apartment with 4 other roommates, and I'm sleeping on a cot. I had an air mattress at one point, then I upgraded to a cot. That shit like a gurney. It like a gurney. It looked like somebody trying to strap me down, take me to urgent care. It was, I mean, but it was like it was worth it. It was worth it. I'm like, if I'm too comfortable, I ain't gonna grind.
Yeah,
so,
man.
But yeah, it's been a lot of, you know, networking and connections and just and always trying to make sure that I get better and not sit around and because I think Will Smith said something on an interview I saw once. He's like, potential is the worst thing to have, because if you don't use it, it's going away, you know. So it's Polo.
Hey, Tone, let me ask you something. So with all that being said, what is your takeaway though from attending Savannah State University, like through, you know, your matriculation at Savannah State University? What was your big takeaway? Because you said you had Players by the Sea with Dr. Stevenson, which I was in too, just like yourself too. But what was just like your biggest takeaway? Like, what life lessons did you learn from Savannah State? Man,
Savannah State is such a and I could probably say this for a lot of HBCUs, which I didn't go to, but I mean, I would say Savannah State as a whole, I would say it's such a family element. You know, I mean, we really embrace each other, you know, especially years after. You know, you always have the college angst of certain things, but I mean, because we weren't even in the same years, but we ended up connecting. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I mean, even though you were a couple years ahead of me, and then even some people that were behind me, it's really a family feel. I mean, you know, you go to a homecoming, it don't matter if you graduated in 89, it don't matter if you graduated in 07. It's like, it's all love. And like, I mean, you know, that's the first time. All right, Michael Cuffy, I give Michael Cuffy some love.
Mike,
but you get a chance to come back, and people just embrace whatever generation you were a part of at Savannah State. And I mean, you know, we a hugging ass school.
We are.
We a hugging ass school.
We are.
I mean, but when you could hug. Remember when you could hug?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like in every homecoming and every, anytime there's an event, it's like I could have just seen you in class. I'm gonna see you in the caf in a minute. Am I hugging you anyway? I mean, it's a hugging
right.
ass.
And that's so true. And what's also interesting about Savannah State too is that you might not know someone's name, but you still go up to them and you hug them. It's just that kind of camaraderie at Savannah State, and it's always like that. Like it's just
people in Savannah gonna feed you.
And they always gonna feed you, especially at homecoming.
Always gonna feed you.
Yeah.
If you've been in town and you run to somebody, it's like, you better come eat, or I'm taking you to get something to eat. I know what you like to eat. I mean, people will feed you.
Yeah, they will, brother. They definitely will. Let me ask you something, bro. With all of the projects that you've worked on, I mean, you've done amazing films, you've done great television shows, and you are literally like you are a leading man in Hollywood with the shows that you've done. And I know that that's a blessing for you. What's been your favorite show to work with, man? Well, your favorite show to work on?
Oh man, favorite show to work on. Man, that's hard, man. I love every cast I've been on. And everybody, it's all unique. It's all unique. I mean, to be. I mean, me and Kathy text 2 days ago. I mean, we talk all the time, man. It's like I go over to the crib and we'll have a drink or whatever. Like she dope, man. She dope. Shirley Ralph is like, mommy. My mom met her, and it was like I had two moms hanging out. You know what I mean? Like, so it's. I mean, every experience is just surreal. You know what I mean? I never want to get used to that move. Like when I walk into the lot, when I got my badge and I got my parking space and all, like I always wanted to seem new. So, I mean, every experience has been great, man. I work with so many talented people who have, even from the shows I've been on, gone off to do crazy things, and I mean, this stuff that y'all haven't seen that I've shot, that you'd be surprised who I've worked with. It's nuts. I mean, I've hung out with Julia Roberts at a party. You know what I mean? I've wow. Angela Bassett touched my face one time and said, "I love your beard." I mean, name drop.
Wash your face after that.
Oh, I was I'm going to bed with these hands. But yeah, I mean, I guess probably the most shocking one is, I don't know. I'm in the new Billie Holiday biopic, Lee Daniels directed. So that one is, I think, I mean, the cast is unbelievable, and I would say that's. Because that's just different from me. That's a different, set in the late 40s, and I got the the hair and the smooth face with the pencil thin Italian mustache and all that. And
right.
Working with Lee was super interesting, and I didn't. Let's be 100. I didn't think I was gonna like it.
Wow.
Hollywood rumor mill.
I knew you were gonna say that. See, that's why I like you, because you keep it so 100.
Yo, Hollywood rumor mill, because you hear stuff like Lee gonna yell at you. And you'd be like, well, yeah, he ain't gonna yell at me. And then honestly, he yelled at me once, and then I turned it and made a joke, and then we was cool ever since. It was amazing.
I heard the same thing. I heard that he was really. Yeah, I heard that he was really. He don't play. Like as far as like he goes off on people. That's what I always heard.
I mean, he knows what he wants.
Yeah,
he sees it. He knows what he wants, and you can't like the same passion I have for "Don't Yell at Me" is the same passion he has for "This is why I'm yelling at you."
Yeah.
And like, I mean, and he yells out of praise and disappointment. when you get exactly what he was looking for, you're gonna hear about it. He telling everybody when he don't get what he going for, them same people gonna know you ain't get it. So but he is. He pushes you, man. And so like that was a great experience. That was a great experience. Kathy Bates, Kate Walsh. Shirley Ralph, DeWanda Wise is one of the most unbelievable actors that I've worked with.
I love her, man.
She's amazing. Her husband was also, we worked together. The new movie I got coming out on Christmas, Sylvie's Love. Mm-hmm. Tessa Thompson, she's amazing. Eva Longoria plays my wife in that one. Like, she's dope. Yeah, man, it's too many people to choose from that I'm fans of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I've hung out with Chappelle. I was gonna say Chris Rock. I've seen Chris Rock. I've been in a room with him. We ain't never chopped it up though. But yeah, just like it's sometimes you just want to like sit in the back, be a fly on the wall, and soak in this information and be invited to the table. So once you get to the table, it's like, all right, man, I'm not gonna act like I don't know how to eat.
Yeah, no doubt. That was a question from Polo. He said, "Are you in touch with Deep? If so, how's the brother doing?"
Man, we talked about yes, I am. But Polo's always been elusive. So we probably talked about 2 months ago, but we hop on the phone every once a quarter, I'll say. His number changed a lot.
Who was deep, by the way?
Mike Biggs.
Mike Biggs.
He's my first roommate. When I got to my freshman year, he's my roommate. And then after that, Chris Corinthian. You remember Chris Corinthian?
Yes. Oh, yeah, I know Chris.
We all ran together, yeah.
Oh, Mike Biggs. Okay, now I know. Okay, yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. Man, Tom, we really appreciate you being on the show this
Yeah,
evening, man. So I know you just talked about a couple of the projects that are coming up. Is there anything else that we really need to be like keep our eyes and ears open for? What can you talk about this project that you're shooting right now?
So I actually got a show coming up, virtual show. It's a live/virtual show coming up. Kev on Stage. It's the Keep Your Distance comedy show. It's on next Friday, the 23rd. And we just shot a bunch of sketches for that this morning. But I'm also in pre-production for a new ABC show called Work Wife with Angelique Cabral. So that'll be on ABC. What else? Oh man, let me go ahead and drop this. I've been working since, everybody's pivoting right now. Everybody's trying to, what you were doing is not the same, exactly the same as what you were doing. So there's a pretty dope studio I've been working with called In Crowd. So I got a bunch of shows running over there. So check that out. You can see it on either on my Instagram page or go to In Crowd Comedy on Instagram or whatever. But it's been working with them, and then I got 2 movies coming out. I got 2 holidays coming up. I got Christmas. Sylvie's Love drops on Christmas Day, and then I want to say Valentine's Day is when the Billie Holiday versus the USA versus Billie Holiday comes out. The lead actor directed. So yeah, man. I mean, I'll be back on tour. I was in Dallas a few weeks ago on stage or whatever. So I'm trying to go to these places I feel comfortable. Trying to be cautious and not paranoid. You know what I mean? Take care of myself, but not lose the spark. So yeah, man. But I'm always doing something.
I hear you, man. Well, we're super proud of you, man. You are a true example of the Savannah State motto. You can get anywhere from here, man. You are.
Tiff.
Yeah. What's up, Tiffany? I see you over there too. But yeah, man, like we are truly proud of you, brother.
Let me have a sip of this beer so I can be there at homecoming spirit. Ooh, it tastes so good. It tingles the lips.
What kind of beer is that, man?
Man, I got one of my boys left this over here. We was watching the game on Sunday. It's a Golden Road Wolf Pup Session IPA. It ain't bad. I didn't buy it.
Okay, yeah, that sounds expensive.
I didn't buy this shit.
Yeah. You can afford it though. You can afford it.
Was it supposed to be clean?
You said what?
Was I supposed to be clean? No.
No, you good.
Okay, well, fuck it.
Yeah, you cuss.
Tastes so good.
Yeah, this everybody. This is the homie Tone Bell, brother. Let me ask you: Are you hanging out? Like we got just a little bit more time left. You want to hang out? Can we get everybody on?
I can hang out for maybe 5. I do actually got to run to the studio now. We got a show happening right now, and actually anybody right now that's listening. I'm inviting you. If you hit me up on Instagram, I do not have Facebook Messenger. But I do not have Facebook Messenger. But if you at home on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and you see I got a comedy show coming up, and I'm not always on them, but it's a dope one every Wednesday. Hit me up. Ask me for the link. I will send it out to you. I'll get you a VIP ticket. But just come through, man. I'd love for you to support it and just check out what we're doing. So this is family right here. So hit me up, and you see my social. DM me. I will drop you a link. But yeah, I can hang out for a second, but I do have to go over there. I got actually a new segment for KTLA.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, we good, man. We good, man.
I can say now y'all trying to put me out of here?
Kinda, we need some more band room.
Oh, y'all didn't really want me to say it. It was like you want to ride? Y'all didn't me to say no.
Everybody, this is the homie Tone Bell, brother. Thank you so much for your time, man. We love you, man. Savannah State loves you, and we are proud of you, bro.
Hey, man, I love my SSU. Y'all boys be good. And what's up to all the guests? And homecoming!
Homecoming!
Later, y'all.
Thanks, bro. Tone Bell, man, that was good, right?
Yeah. He used to be a teacher, right? When he left SSU, he started off as a teacher. So it's weird to kind of start off teaching first grade. You don't really stay there long. Like if you stay in first grade long, you meant to be a teacher, but
right.
Yeah.
Tone was like, "No, I ain't with it." You know he definitely wasn't with it, man. But he's an awesome dude, man. Great spirit, and again, man, we are truly proud of him. Okay, so we got
another person who has an educational background as well. Educational consultant.
I love the segue.
I'm smart. That's what I do. I'm here to help you look good in front of your alma mater.
You actually learned all that from me doing radio when we did radio back in the early 2000s together in radio. So everything that you know, you actually learned it from me.
Oh yeah. Well, you are about 25 years older than me, so I do appreciate your mentorship.
All right, everybody. Up next, our next guest. Don't forget to please donate to Savannah State University, because that's what this is all about. Yes, donate to Savannah State University. There will be links throughout the show that you can donate right under the screen, but we need to make sure that you donate to the illustrious Savannah State University as we bring on our final guest. And we're going to bring back Jennifer too, because I know she's with us too. But before we bring back Jennifer, our next guest is nationally and globally known as Mr. I'm Possible. He's a dynamic motivational speaker, consultant, and a best-selling author that's, like I said earlier, appeared on game shows like Family Feud, Celebrity Name Game. He even appeared on Showtime at the Apollo. He's a Savannah State graduate, proud father, a husband that is the recipient of the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award given by none other than President Barack Obama. And he has some great books out, ladies and gentlemen. This is the homie, my brother, Keith Preacher Brown. What's up, bro?
Talking about the side of your neck. Hey. What up, brother? What up, Kenya Gombe? What up, legendary, my little brother in the house? Said lover, I'm seeing creative said right there. Brother, look here, man. Don't come back on the show with that shirt on, man. Don't do that, brother. Yeah, bro. Hey, look. Brother got the wrong 1911, bro. Because
we were the first 1911.
What about the preacher dog? Hey, yo, winter 88, y'all. I said, you, y'all. It is not you, y'all. SSC. Hey, look at me. Hey, yeah, I'm there. Yeah, I'm gone. All right. Shout out to the brothers of Omega Psi Phi as well, but don't you get me started up in here. What's up, my brothers, man? Get there for homecoming. Not impossible, I'm possible. Bishop, shout out to the Qs, man. Look, I'm so proud to be on this platform, brother. I'm so proud of y'all, brother. Tony, Polo, Jordan, those are my nephews, man, brother. Man, y'all like my nephews. Y'all know what time it is. I'm just so excited to be here tonight. Look here, brother. Everybody Mad Podcast. Shout out, baby. Shout out. Super producer said, and then you, brother. First of all, let me say we're proud of you, brother. You are legendary in media, radio, now branched on to television, doing your thing, man. You are legendary, brother. And one of the things I want to correct Brother Bell on, all right? I need to correct him. I know the brother had to go to the studio, but the brother was like, he started out, he said, he was talking about, I hung out with this person, I hung out with that person, Bassett, this person. No, they hung out with you. See, we got to get that mentality. We have to change our mindset. There needs to be a mind shift that anybody who the Creator connects you with, you are worthy. So you didn't hang out with them. They hung out with you. You hung out with each other. Do you understand? We have to have a shift in our mindset. So coming from the Savannah State College, then the Savannah State University, look here, I'm not surprised by all of the excellence and the greatness in the studio. I'm not surprised by all of the excellence and the greatness that's on Facebook looking at us tonight. See, the problem is this. We can stay humble, but don't be surprised at all of the greatness. Don't be surprised at all of the excellence. That's why I'm known as Mr. I'm Possible, because we go from impossible to it's possible to I'm possible. And with him possible, I'm possible. So, brother, I'm not surprised at your greatness, brother. I'm not surprised. As a matter of fact, I expect it.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate that. Let me tell you something.
What's up? That's my sister. You know what? Let me let you do the interview, bro, because I'll be sending shout outs all night. I'm like,
the whole show gonna be sick.
I'm a former special ed student, so I don't need, just let ADD. What I don't need to see all this going across the screen, because then I want to holler at everybody, man. I'm so excited, brother.
Hey, brother, I really appreciate you being on the show. So we have about like a good 7 minutes left with you, all right? Okay. So I definitely want to promote the fact that, well, first of all, just tell everybody briefly, how did Savannah State impact your life?
Everything. Savannah State impacted my life. It's legacy. It's legacy. Family members. I'm talking about from grandparents to parents, uncle and aunts, cousins, my wife, my son. It's about legacy. Savannah State University is authentically our family HBCU. It's authentically our family HBCU, and it's nothing but legacy. When you mentioned Dr. Stevenson, man, I was in the green room in tears because I was in Players by the Sea as well. I was the SGA president from 1989 through 1991, Omega Psi Phi fraternity. You know, just the concert choir, man, you name it. I did. I lived in Camilla. Started out in Boston, lived in Camilla. And then my son ended up in his freshman year, he ended up staying in my apartment in Camilla. I was like, Lord, don't let the walls talk. Lord, don't. Woo, baby. So Savannah State is rich, man. And I just believe, let me say this to all the tremendous trailblazing Tigers out there. We have to continue to promote the narrative of how great our university is and that we are the descendants of greatness and we should not be surprised. Yes, be humble, but don't be surprised. This is what Richard Wright expected when he said, tell them we're rising. Tell them we're rising. 1890, man, this is what we do. This is what we do. This is who we are. We don't believe in good. We believe in great. Now, you know, brother, I got the GOODJOB. Good job. Good job. At Savannah State University, we don't believe in good. We believe in great. It is just it's born in mind when you hit that campus. You got to know the alma mater, man, or they getting ready to kick you off the yard. Do you understand? So it's real from the cafeteria to financial aid. We are family, and it's all about legacy, and that's what Savannah State University is all about, and that's why you need to be giving back. You need to be donating. You need to be giving back, sowing seeds into future generations who will attend this great institution of higher education.
Man, let me tell you, I'm trying not to break down and cry, man, because you're such an amazing brother. Everything that you do, your energy is just it's just unbelievable, bro. I am so honored to have you as a mentor, as a brother, as an uncle, man. You were just an amazing brother, man. And man, I'm getting emotional, man. This is
brother. Wow. I thank God for you because you know the connection that we have, the connection that we share from women who birthed us. Right. All praises be to God for the life and legacy of your beautiful mother, who ascended on high in heaven, in the heavenly realm. She battled Alzheimer's disease. You know, my mom is battling Alzheimer's disease. And so, brother, this is the connection. And brother, I'm glad that you are letting those tears flow because real men cry. And one of the narratives that we have to stop saying in the Black community is that real men don't cry. We need to allow our Black boys to cry. We need to allow our Black boys to express themselves, because when they don't cry, then you have all of that pent up anger, and then they don't become prospects, they become suspects. So just like you cried, brother, that's manhood. That's what real manhood is about. This is that HBCU love where I'm not going to laugh at you or ridicule you for crying, but I'm going to hug you. I'm going to hold you. I'm going to tell you that I love you. And I have no qualms about saying I love you. It does not minimize my manhood. It maximizes my manhood. This is what I'm talking about, brother. So let those tears flow, brother. That's love.
I really and thank you and thank you so much, because a lot of people out there that might not know that preacher actually gave the eulogy at my mother's funeral and was so dynamic. When I tell you, said he blew everybody away, and people were like, I want him to speak at my eulogy. That's just how good he was. Such a phenomenal speaker. And I see why you received the award from President Obama. Briefly, because we have 4 minutes left, I want to talk about your books, because you have some amazing books out there, some inspiring books that everybody needs to know about. One of the books is called Talk is Expensive, Communicating Effectively to Expand Your Impact, Influence, and Income. And you also have 2 other books.
Brother.
Possible Motivation and Education Transformation. Talk about those.
Yeah, brother, real fast. But that Talk is Expensive is deep, man. That's the latest award-winning book, because all of our lives we've been taught that talk is cheap. You know, we've been taught that actions speak louder than words, and actions may speak louder than words, but it's the words that move people to action. So talk is expensive. When you are able to communicate effectively, you earn what you deserve, not what you want, not what you need, but what you deserve. If you learn how to network orally, if you learn how to articulate, look at what you brothers are doing. So talk is not cheap. Talk is expensive. We can look at 45 and see how expensive the talk is because of all of his negative talk. talk. Over the last 4 years, our country is more divided than ever. Systemic racism is at an all-time high. The knee on George Floyd's neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. A barrage of bullets in Breonna Taylor's apartment to kill her. Talk is expensive, and that's why many were marching through the streets, and I appreciate all the marching and the protests, but I'm telling you now, up until November the 3rd, you better protest at the polls. No vote, no voice. We got to protest at the polls. So talk is expensive, brother. It's never cheap. It's expensive. Our words have power. Either your words will affect people or they will infect people, but the effect is profound. Talk is expensive.
Absolutely. Keith Preacher Brown live with us right now. Sid, can you bring Jennifer back? Because I know she's been kind of holding on to. Jennifer,
there's my little sister. There's looking jubilant Jennifer, my little sister. You understand? Look, watch this, because we only have a few minutes left. Jennifer, the J is for jubilant, the E is for empowered, the N is for navigator, the N is for nurturer, the I is for innovator, the F is for fabulously favored, the E is for empowered, and the R is for regal. Boom! That's what special ed can do. That's what Savannah State University can do for you. You know what I'm talking about.
I love it. All right, everybody, we are running short on time, but I just want to thank all of our guests, Mr. Tedford, again, Tone Bell, of course, Anthony David, Keith Preacher Brown, Jennifer Bishop. This has been an amazing show. Everybody, don't forget to make sure that you vote, because early voting is going on right now. And also make sure that you donate back to Savannah State University. Coming up next, we have SSU's favorite homecoming moments with host tonight, Kay Bocci. You know him from Love and Hip Hop. He's also from Atlanta and a graduate of Savannah State University. Then tomorrow at 6 p.m. is the virtually amazing homecoming vendor tailgate with former Miss SSU, Miss Lisa Campbell. Then the Digital Vibes party at 8 o'clock. You can follow the SSU virtually amazing homecoming page for a list of the virtual programming schedule and the IG page at SSUBACH. SSU's motto, of course, everybody knows you can get anywhere from here.
Anywhere.
I'm saying lover. Jennifer, do you want to have a closing thought?
Most importantly, get out to vote. We cannot remain silent at this time. Preacher, I love you, bruh. There are so many stories I can tell about you right now. There's one that comes to mind, but you are amazing. Kenya, I am, just quickly, one thing about Savannah State I would say is that my mother passed while I was attending Savannah State. And one of the most amazing things was that those same people who I experienced that grief with were the same people who enveloped me so that I can come back and finish my education. And so that's something that Savannah State does. So I don't care if it was while you were in school or since you've been out of school, it doesn't matter. We're still family. We will always be there for each other. So I'm continuing to pray for you. You pray for me. I'm praying for you. But we will get through this. And this is what Savannah State does. We are family from the beginning to the end. That's how we ride. So, we're just going to keep doing what we do. Homecoming is every day when we need each other. And I am so thankful that Savannah State brought not only helped give me life, but made me be able to identify my life and give back. Make sure we give to Savannah State Foundation.
No doubt, everybody. With that being said, this is the Everybody Mad Live podcast. We'll check you all out. Same time, same place next week, 8 p.m. Thursday. Stay blessed.